Howdy, everybody, and welcome back. Well, this past week showed us that despite the holiday season, it's supposed to be a joyous time, a festive time, a time when we all come together, celebrate, pray. But for one particular part of Dededo, it was certainly a very, very scary situation. Sergeant Paul Tapao with the Guam Police Department is here. And Sarge, I was actually working that day. I was on duty, and then we got a call that they said there was a very terrifying incident right on Loretta Street, and that's been a very contentious area of Dededo recently.
It is. It's been the spotlight for, the incident where the rape had occurred and everything. And now Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving morning, where others were preparing to celebrate as a family. There was a female victim that was actually rushed to the hospital relative to injuries that she had sustained relative to, that robbery that had happened at the barbershop.
Mm-hmm. So what can people do? I mean, everybody thinks, because it's the holidays, everything shuts down. Yeah. Everybody's in this wonderful festive mood, and nothing bad can ever happen. But this incident has tragically shown that crime doesn't discriminate. Basically,
it doesn't. And it was sad when I heard about it, and I had to report on it. Relative to celebrating Thanksgiving and stuff. And my heart and everything, thoughts and prayers go out to the family. That have to endure. And of course, be by the victim's side and stuff. But really, it's understanding. It boils down to situational awareness and what you can do and stuff. And it's really hard to armchair quarterback this to tell what you can and can't do. But understanding situational awareness and how to put yourself or become an element of the environment. It's really important. What do you do in preparation? Are you preparing to celebrate Thanksgiving Day and you're all by yourself? Do you lock your doors? Do you unlock it so that family members can come in? These are some of the small things that actually do make a difference. We ask now that family members lock their doors and windows and wait for somebody that you recognize to come on through. And the more the family members or friends that are there, that are gathered there, it really is a deterrence for any type of situation, because when you look at it, it was pretty much a crime of opportunity. And that individual took advantage of that opportunity and what presented itself, where they can get away with committing the crime, but more importantly, understanding that we have a victim now that we have to care to.
And we talk about the Neighborhood Watch program all the time. You're a huge supporter of that. You go around, you talk to schools, you talk to residents in every single village about that. And most people just assume that means, okay, I'm going to watch out for my neighbors in residential areas, cul-de-sacs, courts, whatever you have. But that also includes businesses within the area.
It does, and that's the next phase with the Neighborhood Watch program, is getting businesses established with the Watch program and the concept. And if you look at the time frame when we roll into the crime report, you see that it happened around 9 o'clock in the morning. And there's a lot of businesses that are along that area. There's a bakery that's down the street that we know for a fact is busy that day, especially during Thanksgiving. And of course, people that are traversing to or from church, and of course the main highway. And it was, the community who provided us information about the identity, or not the identity, but the description of the suspect, to include the mountain bike that he was seen fleeing on. So there is this cognizant awareness of what's happening or what had happened, and providing that information to the Guam Police Department. But getting involved with a Neighborhood Watch program or establishing a business watch within your respective neighborhood is important, because in our neck of the woods in Sinohanya, a lot of the mom and pop stores are connected to the Neighborhood Watch program, and the community itself, we look out not just for our neighbors, but also for the businesses within our respective properties. So,
and conversely, they're looking out for you too, because they've got insurance, they've got possibly cameras, security systems there, but they've also got staffers that if they look outside the window and see something weird, they're going to call it in right away.
Absolutely, and it really is the drive of the program, and when it's centric towards the community, you see a lot of innovative ideas that come into play, and how it's run and how it's really brought out to the community. So these are the times where we want to report the success of a Neighborhood Watch program, but we also want to highlight that the community is now getting involved. Like I said, information was provided to our police officers at the time when they were responding as to where the exact location was, and of course the description of the suspect that was involved. So, this before, had we not had the Neighborhood Watch program, people would probably just turn a blind eye and not get involved. But now, the main genesis behind the Neighborhood Watch program is getting involved.
And of course, in neighborhood includes residents and businesses. So let's go ahead and roll that clip now and let you know how you can help with this crime in Dededo.
The Guam Police Department and the Guam Crime Stoppers is reaching out to the community for their help relative to a robbery that occurred on Thanksgiving Day. Now, the preliminary police report suggests that on Thursday, November 28, at around 9:45 in the morning, Dededo Precinct Command officers responded to a robbery complaint at Bejado's Barbershop located in Loreto Street in Dededo. The police report further suggests that the female victim was struck from behind by an unknown man while inside the establishment. The suspect was only described as a heavy-set man with dark complexion, having black curly hair, and standing about 5 foot 8 inches. He was last seen fleeing on a mountain bike with the victim's bag. The 61-year-old victim was transported to Guam Regional Medical City for treatment and care. Should anyone who may have witnessed this incident or may have any information relative to this case, you are asked to call our GPD dispatchers at 472-8911 or 475-8615-7. If anyone has any information about this crime or any other crime, you can call our 24-hour hotline at 477-HELP, that's 4357, or submit a tip online at guam.crimestoppersweb.com. All calls will remain completely confidential, and a cash reward of up to $1,000 could be paid if the information provided leads to an arrest and a grand jury indictment. Your call does make a difference.
Okay, Sarge, so wrapping up real fast and everything like that, we've got one holiday in the books. It is the holiday season officially right now. These times get really, really tense for those of you in law enforcement because you're trying to watch out for everybody too. People are coming back from college, people go on vacation, tourists come here and everything like that. It's a very unique time.
It is, and this is going to set the tone of how we, how we move forward with celebrating the holiday season. This robbery and Thanksgiving, it breaks my heart to report about it. But understanding first what we can do and what we need to do is being responsible stewards of our community, making better choices and become better decision makers. It's important that we know that as a community, we all need to help each other. And this is why we're asking the neighborhood, within the community of Dededo, especially in the Loreto Street, if anybody knows where, exactly the identity of this individual, he's pretty much a pillar family, or he's pretty much around that area. So, we want to ask the community to provide that information to the Guam Crime Stoppers. And we ask the community, as we move forward with the holiday season, to please be aware of what's going on. Don't let your guard down. Be, practice situational awareness and just be cognizant of what's happening around you.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Sarge. We appreciate it. Hopefully by next week we'll have some more information about this.
Yes. As more information comes forward, we'll put more information out to the media. But again, this is an opportunity in which we can actually come together as a community and help bring justice to the victim and the family.
All right. I know we'll all do our very best. We'll see you next week.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. And we'll see you right after this.